The prevailing wisdom used to be that children with moderate intellectual disabilities could never achieve meaningful or productive lives. Chimes was founded in 1947 because a few courageous parents rejected that prevailing wisdom. From those modest beginnings, Chimes has grown into one of the industry's largest providers of services and supports for people with barriers to independent living. Today, Chimes offers a wide range of programming, including day habilitation, residential, educational, vocational, employment, and behavioral health services, and supports nearly 20,000 individuals annually in 6 Mid-Atlantic states and the country of Israel. The prevalence of autism spectrum disorder has been rapidly increasing in the U.S. Since 2000, there has been a 231% increase in autism, and today, 1 in 45 children is born with autism. The thing about kids is that they grow up and become adults. Today, there are approximately 3.5 million adults with autism living in the U.S., and given the growing prevalence of autism, demographers predict that the number could balloon to 20 million adults by 2030. The journey from adolescence to adulthood is fraught with challenges, but for those individuals with autism, the journey is especially perilous. Many service and supports available for children with autism disappear when that child turns 21. Oftentimes plunging the individual and their families into an abyss of anxiety and bewilderment. Imagine the emotions of parents, caregivers, who guide their children through decades of education only to find that there is no bridge from education to employment. Imagine the fatigue of the learner and their family to get to the second box of life known as work, only to find that employment for their son or daughter was never addressed. Where to get help? What to do? Does this effectively mean these young persons will always be dependent on their parents, caregivers, and society? Chimes is a thought leader in the practice of autism employment. In our Delaware division, more than 250 persons with autism are out working today. Many of these individuals are employed for more than a decade. These individuals and their work range from employment in a convenience store to competitive employment in Fortune 500 companies. Each individual is supported at the level of their individual needs. There is no right or wrong. There is no failure, only feedback on performance. There is working for a living, transitioning successfully from education to employment. At Chimes, we start from the place that identifies abilities while acknowledging the challenges of different abilities. That thinking assumes every individual is and can continue to be successful at their own level according to their own ability. By refusing to limit people by their differences, we arrive at different outcomes. There is pride and hope in a job well done, compensation earned, and the possibilities of a future.